Hello students, this audio lecture is made for students of MCom, BCom, BBA and other commerce students. So our topic is export finance and it covers a portion of 5th unit of international marketing. Dear students, I am Dr. Swati Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. Bhavar Singh Porte, Government College, Pendra. Let's start our... So types of export finances. It is broadly divided into three categories. First is short-term finance, second is medium-term finance and third is long-term finance. Short-term finance is generally granted for 6 months. Medium-term finance are those which are granted for from 6 months to 5 years maximum. And long-term finances are granted for more than 5 years and maximum it is for 20 years. So these are the three categories in which we have divided our export finance schemes. Now sources of export finance. For studying the sources, we have categorized finance schemes into two parts, two categories. First is short-term export finance and second is medium and long-term export finance. So under short-term export finance, first is arrangement of finance by exporter himself, finance by importer, assistance from importers bank, brokers and commission agents, foreign exchange bank and accepting houses and discount houses. Under medium and long-term export finances, various institutions and banks are providing loans. These are Reserve Bank of India, commercial banks, Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation, Export-Import Bank, International Financial Institutions, Private Export Finance Corporation. So students, these are the two broad categories. Under short-term export finance, generally export finances required for short period of time is fulfilled where we go for procurement of raw material, packing materials, transportation, etc. Small amount of money is required there as compared to long-term export finances. In long-term export finances, we require money for capital investment, bringing changes to our scale of production, etc. Now we will look broadly into what are the short-term export finances. First is arrangement of finance by exporter himself. When exporter is in sound financial position, he sends title documents of goods to the importer directly and importer remits amount to the exporter's current or open bank accounts. Sometimes importer makes payment as soon as he receives mail regarding title documents of the goods. This is called payment by return mail. Bills of exchange is another method of payment under this category. Under this condition, exporter generally do not need finance from outside, rather he is capable of investing or deploying his own capital for this purpose. Second is finance by importer. In certain conditions, importer provides finance to exporter, like when importer sends partial or full amount of consignment along with order, or on receiving information of shipment of goods, or through confirming houses on confirmation of goods being dispatched. Means as soon as importer gets the knowledge of dispatch of goods from the exporter's side, he remits the amount of goods consigned to the exporter. Next point is assistance from importer's bank. In some cases, importer requests his bank to provide assistance in making payments. Bank assists importer by honoring bill of exchange and letter of credit. Bill of exchange and letter of credit both have been clearly explained in our previous lecture. Brokers and commission agents. There are factoring houses which provides finance by discounting the bills. these houses sell goods on behalf of exporter and immediately makes payment to the exporter. They charge commission for this purpose. When these goods are sold in the market or when these goods are received by the importer, and importer in return makes payment to these broker and commission agents, in this way they get the money recovered from the importer. Next point is foreign exchange bank. In some countries, foreign exchange banks provide short-term loans to exporters or importers to encourage the international trade. Sometimes these exchange banks provide loans and credits on subsidized interest rates. Accepting houses and discount houses. Accepting houses is a financial institution that guarantees a bill of exchange as a result of which it can be discounted on more favorable terms from any other banks. A discount house is a money lender that participates in buying and discounting of bill of exchange and other financial products. Both the service providers charge commission on discount for such services. Accepting houses and discount houses are more popular in UK. Medium and long-term export finances. First is Reserve Bank of India. RBI arranges indirect finance to promote international trade, like it grants interest subsidies to commercial bank for pre-shipment and post-shipment finances. RBI grants 90 days assistance to exporters provided that they produce duty drawback declaration documents issued by qualifying custom officer. Next is commercial bank. RBI arranges refinance schemes for some commercial banks to provide medium-term credit to exporters. Next is Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation. This institution guarantees financial assistance from banks and indemnifies political and trade laws in export businesses. It does not provide credit but insurance to the credits granted by banks and financial institutions. Export-Import Bank. This bank was established on 1st January 1982 to promote export businesses. Representatives from RBI, IDBI, ECGC are consisting its board of director. Export-Import Bank mainly grants credit for encouraging and promoting the international trade. International financial institutions. There are many international financial institutions which provides long-term finances to various countries to promote international trade. World Bank, International Monetary Fund, International Financial Corporation, Asian Development Bank are leading financiers under this head. Next is Private Export Finance Corporation. There are some private financial institutions which extend long-term and medium-term credit for export businesses. So students, these are certain short-term, medium and long-term export financiers who help in smooth operation of international business. I hope the topic export finance is quite clear for you all. I wish all the luck for the future. Thank you.